Why don't you roll it?
What is up, guys? It's Team Ubermensch here. We're gonna be mentioning the top 10 strides.
Man, that was some fucking. This came from the diaphragm, didn't it?
That
So where was I? Left or right?
You can go wherever you want,
Alright,
and
cool.
there's no particular order because we would just be disagreeing all day.
Yeah, so they're just the
We
top
can agree
10.
on one thing though.
These guys.
Lambros is the best one.
That's polar opposite. He's terrible.
Oh, yeah, he's terrible.
Anyway.
My money's on this guy, but you know what? I'm a bad player apparently.
So let's start with Amnesty because I'm right-handed.
He's the best GR.
He is the best GR.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing stride. He basically allows Link Joker to play the mirror match and not fucking lose.
And
every
always
damn
beat
time.
Glendios.
It beats the one Link Joker that's supposed to win the mirror match every time, ironically. And it's probably one of the few strides that can pressure the opponent for
It's like a
doing
better
almost
staple.
nothing.
And he doesn't flip a copy of himself face
God,
up.
that fucker's shiny. My eyes hurt.
Wait, so
Okay.
he's the
It's
exact
GR.
opposite of Diablo?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
roughly. He's more like Saint Blow with a counterblast.
Yeah, he's
So-
like a better Saint Blow.
or a worse Saint Blow. Depends on how you want to look
Yeah,
at
I
it.
guess.
Yeah.
A freer Saint Blow?
No, because
No.
he has to
Saint
count
Blow's-
last.
Saint Blow's more free.
Saint Blow is flip himself. It's
So
not counterblast.
That's about all for Amnesty. Start next Saint Blow Dragon. He gets big. I want to guard this faggot, and he does his shit really well. The Royal Paladins are
He's
annoying, and
perfect
I
guard and you
hate
lose.
Paladins. I hate Royal Paladins.
He's perfect guard.
I like
or you
Royal
lose.
Paladins.
Shadows, but I hate Royals.
He's
What is
perfect
three
guard or
set
you
for
lose
every
unless you're
rear
at
guard?
3 and your name is Brian Villamil, who can't hit triggers to save his life.
Yeah.
Saint Blow job is. Well,
That's
wow,
why I have-
I still said that.
That's why I have to
cautiously.
Samuel to
Saint
win.
blowjob.
Go to 5.
Saint
That's
Blow-
his name. That's his right.
Saint Blow Dragon is probably one of the few strides that can get his crit for almost no work.
Which is why it was one of the most priciest cards from
And it-
G1.
It technically makes Royal Paladin's job about 1,000 times easier since it's a counterblast heavy deck. They don't have many ways to unflip, so he kind of he basically alleviates that issue by just being free. And we need. Oh no, you need a field. Oh my god, you're playing a fucking Royal Paladin deck. You have a field. You fucking suck.
Sword me.
No excuses. Orgeyser,
Awful.
I'm biased, but I'm biased for good
To
reason.
get a hand.
Orgeyser plus is 2 for free.
Definitely the
and
worst
then you
one on the
still
list.
get triple drive. So
You're
it's just
welcome.
You mean where Lambros is?
It's almost entirely free. Most
Scrub
shadow
deck?
decks don't soul blast for shit, so he's
You guys are just
still
salty.
almost entirely free.
All that seawater
Uh,
splashing in your face.
You could
you
pretty
make it to top
that's
eight
the one
today?
thing he's supposed to do.
With your
The power boost is
Rambos?
whatever, but the
You
main
play
purpose of the
Rambos.
card is just to
I play
build a
Dark
massive
Ranger.
amount of
You play
hand
Red
off
Level
doing
Pokemon.
very little work. It's like an OTG card put in the Shadow Paladin deck. It's pretty good. Tachikaze get something similar, but they won't.
You mean Tatsikuzu's.
Tachikuzu shouldn't suck,
But they
but they
do.
shouldn't do a lot of things.
Place later.
Carapace machining.
So there's a
Look, this
Count
the
Note.
machining asshole. I don't remember his fucking name. I don't feel like reading it upside down. I'm just
Machine
gonna-
Destroyer, nigga.
Look,
I
look,
don't.
We
worry
can
about
all
bugs.
agree.
Well, yeah.
We can all agree we've been on the bad side of this bug.
No, I
Well,
haven't.
I have yet to play it. I have yet to
I
play
haven't.
it.
I've
Seth.
never lost
But
to Mega Column.
Just
Never.
looking at the effect alone, it's a unit that pretty much it fucks Stride in the ass, and it's the only Stride. Even though it's only specific to machining, the problem with machining was that they didn't have many ways to consistently prevent.
be
the
honest,
Vanguard
machining's
from
their best
withstand-
version.
It is the best version, but the problem major issue was without the break right, they didn't have a consistent way of preventing the Vanguard from standing outside of the fucking Fighter Listen guy, which he's supposed to be blocked.
He's supposed
So
to not
sad.
hit, so just let him hit.
Exactly.
Or the Legion is like, I hope I get the grade 3 or the mate. No, you didn't.
which is a pretty low chance they're gonna Legion them back over and over
The
again.
deck is just
So,
too slow.
This one card pretty much said I can handle that problem on my own. It's pretty decent as far as
And
strides
it
go.
brought back an old grade 3 that
It's
no one
also one of
played.
the only strides you see
Stag
up
Beetle.
here that literally punishes anyone else for playing stride. That's not something you see often.
Except
Diablo.
Stride decks play
Diablo
a
does
lot of
Diablo does the one thing he's supposed to do. He's supposed to make your opponent guard him. That's literally his whole
And
thing.
if you play it
If they don't
right,
guard him,
it's
they
an
take
instant
damage.
condition.
If you look at it like this, Shadows, the purpose of Shadows is pressure. Out of all the Paladin decks, we're probably the ones that focus the most on just making the opponent drop hand. Like, if goal is supposed to be getting advantage and hitting harder, and if row is supposed to be consistent field and, like, slow rolling pressure, Shadows are the ones that just kind of go in and fucking figure it out as they're playing. And Diablo is that he basically allows us to do that without an issue. If things don't work out, we get a crit stride that says if you can't retire the 2, you just die. It's pretty free. Lambros sucks.
Yeah, he does.
This is
I'm
amazing.
not
If
gonna
you're
lie.
a scrub, you play Lambros.
I waited
Okay,
through
guy.
5 strides just to say that shit.
Yeah,
But,
okay,
The
The
all in all, though,
Wambulance.
Lambros especially for a clan like Aqua
That's
Force,
a ridiculous
is still-
amount of power in one
Shh,
turn.
shut up.
Ridiculous.
you're talking a lot.
Yo,
I'm gonna
friend.
need- I'm
He's
gonna
their
need you-
win
I'm gonna
condition.
need you to take
They
a
have a
man
great
Right.
mid game, but he's like, okay, I can finally kill them.
Aqua Force
That is it.
overall has always
He's
been a
no
clan that
win
lacked finish.
condition.
It is a clan that had all the pressure in the fucking universe, but had no way to win the game.
Except for if you were playing Tetra Drive.
Yeah, which
Which is not Lambros.
But you need the break ride. If you wrote Tetra Drive first, you cried.
Also,
Yeah,
so-
Tetra Drive doesn't have Maelstrom in his name.
Get out of here. All right,
Yeah,
now
so
Maelstrom
Lambros
is
was-
good as
Wait,
Tetra.
wait,
Lambros-
Lambros needs
The Maelstrom
Maelstrom?
build's way better.
Lambros was the one was the stride that basically made Aqua Force's pants a little tight because it gave them the one that they wanted. They wanted to have pressure that was based upon their rear guards and allowed them to go, if my field kind of sucks, but I can make it work, I can make it work better by just giving it 10k and be able to sling it again.
And now for the strike that makes Lambros cry because he'll never come out.
True, Big Bang Knuckle Turbo. Actually, let's call him Big Butt Knuckle Turbo.
Big Bang Lambros cries turbo
He is
Big Bang,
probably
fuck over your whole field turbo. That's
for
what it's
Counter
done.
Blast 1, and for every copy
Counter
of
so
him.
much one people copy face up. For every copy Big Bang Knuckle Turbo face up, the unit gets plus 5k power, and then for every unit with Big Bang in its name in your heart, you can swing it 3 units. So potentially
6.
pre-Legion 3 units, post-Legion
All of it.
everything. You're losing your field. Like unless you have a lot of perfect cards and a lot of shield to waste, you're losing your field. And more like basically it's probably one of the only tries that actually just kind of fucks over people for trying to.
There's only one answer to them. That's if you're playing Glendio, then you do the Rubidium.
Or
What makes you can't because
You can't Rubidium because they're all being attacked at the same time.
Can't stop it. You cannot. If it's 6 units, you can't Rubidium.
No, the ruling now for Rubidium is like if you, use
stop,
Rubidium,
you can put it all
you
in
can
one unit.
all in
No.
one unit. Yes.
The unit says I attack your whole field. It cannot work with Rubidium.
No, read Rubidium again. They changed it.
That's
It
stupid.
doesn't work with him. It works with all the others, but it don't work with him.
What the
Because
hell
he's
is
attacking
Rubidium?
your entire
It's the
field.
Link Joker one.
He's
Regardless,
attacking your entire field. That's
this
why it
is-
doesn't work.
The stride that made brawlers more played now. They weren't bad. They never were bad, but they were definitely lacking in support. They gave them a single fucking card, and the whole deck just fucking skyrocketed.
Yeah,
It's
and the best part is that
You
he
know
doesn't
who gets
cheat them
around him?
himself.
one of the best strides in the
The
game.
gold
honestly.
paladins
Oh,
from
Crossfear.
3.
Crossfear.
Design.
I'll get a
And
field.
all of them get around it. They'll just be like,
clans
you know what?
back
I'll
Guild
act
the
the
Rise.
difference.
No,
The
Red
dream,
Giant
the
specifically
dream
has a
that
way of just
that
getting
Dark
across
Regulars
that
always
super
wanted.
Remember when Arcami came out?
This is their win condition, guys.
Who says it's for Aqua Force?
Without Guild the
They
Rise,
got
what is
support
Dark
right
Regulars?
I don't know, man. The entire Dark Irregulars is a win condition for their deck.
If you don't know
Well,
Guild
right
Rise
now,
skill,
This is the one.
They're
his skill
all the
is if you have
one.
10 cards in soul, this unit gets.
You play
10K
Dark Hold your
10K and a
perfect
crit.
cards until the end.
If you have 15, your opponent can guard grades, grade 1s, or vice versa. It's
So
one of the two.
difficult and freaking Dark Regulars do it ever anyways.
Basically, 15 in soul,
Oh, and
easy.
if you have 2 face up, G,
Oh
he gets a
no, I think that one's self-explanatory.
crit. He gets a crit. He's
Fucking karate chop your existence, you piece of shit. Anyway, what this unit does is after
Okay.
Dark Regulars pressure throughout the game, regardless, he pretty much just says if you do not keep all your zeros in hand, which you usually won't, then I can just win the game off one card. It's again just like Aqua Force. They gave a clan that had no finish an easy way of just finishing the game off one unit.
Except in the last 2 scenarios, Gurgit
Conquest.
owns both their asses.
Conquest
Oh God,
Dragon.
I hate this card.
It was. This is probably one of the strides that made Narukami like absolutely 100 times better. It just says, oh, if your opponent refuses to call a field, get bigger for it. And they call a field, kill it, get bigger for it. There's really no answer to this asshole. No matter what you do, Conquest is gonna hit you hard.
Unless you play
His skill is,
Tachakuzi and
and
just
correct
bring
me if
him
I'm
back.
wrong here, flip a copy face up, pick one unit in the front row, retire it. Then for every unit, for every open space in the front row, your front row gains 5k power.
Yep.
So basically, if you have
They gain 10k power.
if you have 1, he gets 5. If you have 2, well, it matters because you use it. If you fuck up and you use his skill out of the gate, and then also go after you use the skill, they only get the 5 because it was inactivated. It happens once he activates the skill. But if you just happen to kill something first and then do it,
Only Tachakuzus can maybe get away, and they have to use Cannon Blast.
they have to. If you have to waste Cannon Blast for this shit, you just fucking let him hit you. It ain't worth it.
Yeah,
Green
Gold Paladin
Nature has that
get
one
fucked
card
by
who
that guy.
exists.
And Ragnarok Dragon.
The original good
Let's
stride.
let's talk, guys.
One.
When you
Same
play
set.
Gear Chronicle,
Yeah, but like
90% of your games you've won because of this card.
it's true.
Unfortunately, Gear Chronicle being the most stride supported clan out there, it also lacks the most good stride support. It's kind of depressing. Not for me, 'cause I don't play Gear Chronicle, but for anyone else.
It's also dead without strides.
You need
True, which is-
you need
makes it only
four.
worse.
You need four of this guy.
But Ragnarok, I guess, can temporarily remedy the problem, just simply because of the fact that his skill is kind of less one from face up. When he swings at a Vanguard, and you have two physical cards, you can't guard grade ones, you have two physical cards, and G's only
You
gets a
have the
crit.
perfect item.
If you have that taco luck where you drew your perfect guard and you got crit and you saw two perfect guards in your damage, just cry when you see this guy.
Oh,
Well, because you
also
only
the
need one perfect
clan
guard to
right
guard him,
now
but
that
it's just
can-
it's really Ragnarok just really allows for Gear Chronicle to have something that can actually fucking make the opponent guard. Because honestly, all they had was Kronos Command, and no one gave 8 shits about that faggot.
Just
So-
drop 2 10s and look at him
So
funny.
this is the one unit that just was like, okay, I can make you guard this or die. And throughout first of all, the other asshole, the fucking Silent Tom they have, they gave them the perfect stride to work with the support they already got. They have a lot of cards that guard restricts and for almost no
Don't-
cost, if any.
Don't
So-
forget, it's the only clan right now where if you're greedy enough, you can use your ace an infinite number of times.
This is true.
You used the stand trigger,
Yeah,
guys.
that was annoying. That stupid stand trigger that
But
put
that-
the G units face down.
You only see like 1 or 2 assholes that do it. Most people don't play. They
I
just play
did
idiots.
When it first,
You only see one out of every like 20 players
Baby,
would be.
anybody else want any more
Oh, we're fine.
drinks?
Oh,
Want
one
water?
out of like 10 players are ever actually have Gear Chronicle. Gear Chronicle is not a very played deck, but as far as strides go, Ragnarok is still one of the best strides. It's just the clan he's in. Kinda fucking sucks. But hopefully they stop sucking in
If
G4.
you were a,
no
if
promises.
If only
but-
you were a darker regular Pale Moon.
I mean,
or-
that one,
no.
the grade 1 they revealed is pretty good.
Yeah.
if only
You
he
know what the
was
problem
in any
is?
other deck.
Yeah, any other
No,
deck.
it's not. Well, actually, it is G-Rate 1, but you're supposed to try it anyway. But the thing is, we know why he's not that good.
But alright, guys.
Yet.
This is Team Ubermensch.
This is Gear Chronicle.
And we're going to be signing off. Enjoy.